It's 200 feet long, 60 feet wide, and down there at the bottom, 35 feet high. Where it'd come in at is right there behind the silver railing. And also to point out a couple formations you'll see on this tour. You guys know what these on the ceiling are called?
Stalactite.
But it does only have a clearance of 4'10". Who's taller than that? Most of you? All right, well I suggest you duck so you don't hit your heads and follow me. Yeah, duck. Alright guys, just keep squeezing in here for me. Can I get used to this? Hopefully you're here. This room is called reception hall. And about this point, the older tours, it would have taken close to 3 hours to get here. And you would have gotten here through this size of hole up here. Also, here's the original flooring to give you an idea of just how small it was in here before it was excavated to fit larger groups. Now, can anyone tell me what these on the ceiling are from? Candles. They would have put their candles out there, climbed up that ladder in complete cave darkness into the next room, which I'll show you closer to the end of the tour. Now, who enjoyed that clearance of 4'10"? Loved it, right? Well, it gets a little bit better because at the top of these stairs over here, the clearance is now only 3'8". But I do promise that it doesn't get too much smaller as we go. All right? Is 50 million years old. Again, in theory, as the Rockies were uplifting, they created these cracks in the ceilings called lifelines. When it would rain, the rain would mix with the carbon dioxide in the air, create carbonic acid, seep through these cracks and eliminate the limestone, creating a cave. Now, does anybody know what carbonic acid is? Bet you drink it every day. Soda. It's doing the same thing to your teeth. So, maybe that'll better explain that more. Alright. In this next hallway, there's 2 places above your heads that has wire grating. The first is the Crystal Palace, which holds white beaded anthidites or cave corals. And the second is our nursery, which is closer to some steel stairs. And the nursery holds the youngest stalactites in the cave. If you look at them, they are broken off. That's because George Snyder encouraged everyone to take a piece of the cave with them. And he figured since they look like icicles, they would grow back just as fast. They take anywhere from 1 to 1,000 years to grow a cubic inch, depending on the moisture. So make sure you guys look at that, all right? Any other questions? Is everybody having a good time?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Follow me. I got a question. room is called the Temple of Silence, and it's said if you're up here by yourself, you can hear your heart beating. We all know why that is now, right? There. If you guys look all the way at the top of here, this is Jaws, which makes us the second highest commercial cave in North America. It's 7,000 feet above sea level. And if you were to climb up there right now, you'd see tree roots. That's because we're roughly 20 to 30 feet below ground. Right here we have ribbon stalactite, also known as cave bacon. Over here we have our guide's lucky number 7. It's a rare helix-type formation. You kind of see how it defies gravity. And over here we have our Romeo and Juliet's column. We have aftershocks all the time. You just don't really feel that. All right.
Oh, you know what? I didn't get my flash on. Crud. Wait, stop right there. I don't know which way they were. Or just make a right. That's what I said, yeah. Stop right there to the last turn around. Just smile.
Alright, is this everyone?
Yes.
This room is called the Valley of Dreams, and in 1935, a man by the name of George Jeffries came on his tour. He happened to be very rich, but didn't like the idea of backtracking. So he donated money and manpower to excavate this room and the rest of the rooms on this tour. There was 2 conditions. 1, we had to say his name on every tour, with George Jeffries, and 2, we had to recite 3 lines of his favorite poem. You see it on the wall here to your left. It says, "Dreams of mountains, as in their sleep, they brood on things eternal." And you guys remember the Pickett brothers I told you about, John and George? Yeah. Well, they kind of lost out on everything because this is all that got named after them. Pickett's tablet, which is a shield formation, and Pickett's column. Now Pickett's column is shiny because of people touching it. Basically what happens is the oil from our hand will clog the pores on the formations, even the walls, and then they can't take in any calcite or any other mineral deposits. So here's a perfect example of a dead formation and why we don't touch anything, ever. So make sure you guys look at that and follow me. This room is called the Oriental Gardens. How it gets its name is that large stalagmite in the background. For those of you who can't see it, you'll notice it in a minute. That's our Chinese pagoda, and of course the surrounding village of stalagmites. Also right here we have the largest stalactite in the cave, measured at 8.5 feet long. Now in this next room you'll get to experience natural cave flooring. And in this next room only, I'm going to ask that you take everything that creates light and turn it off, just for a moment, alright? Follow me. This room is called the Adventure Room. It's where the lantern tour begins. And on the lantern tour and overtures, this is about all the light you have back there. Sometimes it can be windy, and a lot of times you will have me as your tour guide. And this is about all the light you're left with. This is total cave darkness for the most part, which is 40 to 50% darker than any night. Now, after about 20 minutes, because your eyes have nothing to focus on, you start hallucinating, seeing things that aren't there. It's said that after around 60 or 70 days, you'll become permanently blind. That's not true, because you'll die of hypothermia long before you go blind. All right, guys, go ahead and follow me this way.
Thanks, Sam. All right. Be right there. There you go.
You like that idea?
No.
As long as you've noticed that it is so dark in here, you can't even put your thumb on your nose, wiggle your fingers, and be able to see them. Alright. We're going to make our way back through Guide's Rest, down the stairs, and to the right through a smaller passageway called Tall Man's Headache, Fat Man's Misery. Now the saying that goes along with this is if you tuck, suck, and duck, With any luck, you won't get stuck. Keep that phrase in your heads and follow me.
Stuck in the hole. Somebody.
Wait a second, Kristen.
Travis, there's another passageway like this, I'd like a picture.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Right here, Maid and Bomb. If you hit one, you're bound to hit the other. So try not to and follow me.
You wanna go home?
Tristan, don't touch.
This everyone?
Yeah. Except for
Alright guys, if you guys remember the room at the ladder reception hall, this is the room it comes out into, the old maid's kitchen. Now a woman that wasn't married by the time she was 18 was considered to be an old maid. Well, in 1910, two old maids came on this tour, and they felt that this was the most boring room. So they had gotten permission from the tour guide to spice it up a little bit. They had taken their hairpins, placed them in a cigar box, and placed the cigar box on the ledge. They also felt it would bring good luck. Well, they were right, because 1 year later they returned married and rich. Their superstition says if you can get your hairpins or anything of metallic value to you to stay on the ledge along with theirs, you'll get 1 year of good luck and a possible marriage. If it ends up on the ground, you get 2 years bad luck and a possible divorce. So before anybody throws anything, I just want to make sure that you married couples know that throwing anything directly on the ground is cheating. Things are good right now?
Go for it.
All right. Well, behind me here, we've got the Hallelujah Stairwell. It's the very last of 207 stairs. When you get to the bottom, if you would like, you can yell Hallelujah. You can use a handrail for your safety and follow me.
Sasha, wait, Daddy. Kristen, hands out, hands out, hands out.
Sasha.
Sasha, come on.
Come in and try to find it first. All right. Do I have everyone?
Yes.
Well, this next hallway here behind
One's
me
missing.
is the very last of 3 man-made passages. It was put there in 1960. If you look at the walls, you can still see scars from the dynamite. We are going to leave the cave now. Once we get outside, I'm going to go ahead and pass your photos back to you, finish my tour, and then I can answer any questions that you might have. All right? Watch your heads through here and follow me. Yeah, take a picture. Oh, take a picture. Look at that, Michael. Oh, wow, that's pretty neat. Okay, we'll go on.
You're not doing right. Let's go back to the now I don't want this.
Now, last but not least, we have something called Flowstone. There's some Flowstone right there. If you guys want to follow me down the hill right here, we'll be coming across some cooler Flowstone. Now, the walls here are completely covered by this Flowstone, and it's formed from water sheets over the walls, depositing layer after layer of calcium carbonate and other minerals. Right down here at the bottom of this hill, on your left-hand side, you're going to notice a very nice Flowstone. It kind of looks like